getting this clip solely for nostalgia's sake. This is pretty much what I saw my cousin doing. I don't know if he was on a Slayer task or what, but... Oh, come on, get over here. All the way over here. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, he was on a Slayer task or something, because he was just standing here killing werewolves, and I was just like, what's going on? He's like, I'm killing werewolves, and I was like, wow! Yeah, so for doing Shades of the Morton a long time ago, I got a whole bunch of these shade remains, so I bought some pyre logs, and I'll just burn through them. They probably won't be worth that much money, but it is also prayer XP, and I already killed the dude, so I feel like it's respectful. And this is why I brought an extra pyre log, because I thought somebody else. Yeah. We'll see if I end up killing more than I burn. We'll see. Okay, they keep attacking me and I keep killing them, so I might have some leftover stuff to do. So I'm doing Wintertodt for the first time, mostly because quests are driving me crazy and I wanted to try it out. Alright. We can do a Taste of Hope now, because I have level 40 Herblore, along with all of the other quest requirements that I had needed for it. And I did like 12 different quests in order to get all that done. Some were annoying, some were really fun. But yeah, now we get to do more of the Morytania quest line, which was my goal. Maybe do the desert quest line next, that's pretty dope. Here it is, the Theater of Blood. Let's walk into this. This is so cool looking. I'm just wandering around. I know a fair amount about this place, but not a ton. This is the Nightmares Cavern, I guess. Here we can see we have some very welcoming statues. Before starting this quest, be aware that your combat level is lower than the recommended level of 70. On that note, I do not have 43 prayer, which means I am probably not going to finish this quest, unfortunately, but at least I can start to see what the storyline is. I'll definitely have to do some quests. Oh, who took a prayer point? I'll definitely have to do the Holy Grail to get my invincibility spells up, because that'll be helpful. Get away from there, food snack. Doesn't like I'll be able to climb there with that guard watching. I'll need to distract them somehow. Clear off, food snack. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Wow. Whatever it is, I'm not interested. Well, I have to say, you're missing out. Fine. Blimey, the nature of that thing, of the thing that is happening, has changed slightly, rendering it more interesting. You're trying my patience, food snack. Now clear off. That does not seem like it's gonna work. Hello, I was wondering if you could help me out with something. What is it? Do you think you could distract that guard from me while I climb this wall? I ain't getting on the wrong side of a firewatch for nothing. You'll have to pay me. Ugh, fine. How much? 1,000 coins should do. 1,000 coins? What can you buy around here for that? There's a guy in Sector 3 who sells weapons. Top secret. The vampires can't know about it. I want to buy a sword from him, so I have a better chance in the theater. Fine, here's the money. Thanks. Climb the wall when you're ready. I'll distract the guards when you do. Hey vampire, over here!
And you believe this creature will be suitable?
I have no doubt that it would adequately meet your requirements.
Perhaps, but I still believe the Firewatch can handle this. We've given your Firewatch more than enough opportunities, yet the Myarchy still elude us. It's time for another strategy.
This creature before you has advantages over the Vire. It is the perfect hunter. Once it gets a taste of its foe's blood, it can track them from anywhere.
We'd still need the blood, though. I may have a solution to that. This is indeed the route we're taking. There's also the question of your sister. She specifically requested that Saflan and that outsider be left to her. Now is not the time for her games. We can't afford to let the enemy slip through our fingers again. Anyway, you worry about the Myarchy. I'll handle Benescula. Vanstrom? Very well, I will make preparations immediately. The sooner we deal with the Myarchy, the better. Even our kind have weaknesses, and if Seraphina could discover them, the Myarchina can as well. Then I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Verisic. And thank you, Rannis. You're always welcome here. That doesn't sound good. I'd better let Saflan know. Hello again, Curtis Jensen. Do you have any news for us? I do. It's not good, I'm afraid. I managed to spy a meeting between Vanstrom, Rannis, and Verzik Vitur. Verzik gifted them this strange creature, which he said could help them track down the Myarchy. Track down the Myarchy? How? She claimed that the creature could track anyone provided it could get a taste of their blood. So they'd still need blood from one of us. We might be okay then. It's not like the vampires name and number the tithes they take. I wouldn't be so sure. Vanstrom seemed to think he had a way around that. Not only that, it seemed like he'd be making his move very soon. This isn't good. If Vanstrom thinks he can use his creature against us, I have no reason to disbelieve him. He's proven time and time again that he should not be underestimated. We'll have to leave. We should be able to sneak out of Myarditch using the same route you did. We can meet up with Valive and the rest of Myarchy in Berg Durot. Once we're all together, we can travel to Paterdomus and cross the Salvin to Mistalin. Retreat to Mistalin? What about all the people here who need our help? They'll die without us. I know it's not ideal, but we can't help anyone if we're dead. The only place we'll be safe from this new threat is on the other side of the Salve. Must be another way. What about Rold's mercenaries? Can't they help us? Even with their help, the vampires outnumber us 10 to 1. The only reason we've survived this long is by hiding in the shadows. Once the vampires know where we are, we'll be doomed. I'm sorry, Curtis Jensen. This isn't the end of our fight, though. Once we're in Mistalin, we can build up our strength and find more support. We'll come back stronger than ever before. So when do we leave? It'll take a while to pack up all our equipment, but we aim to be gone as soon as possible. Do you think there's time for one last job before we go? I guess that depends on what it is. While translating the Hey Alchemy book, Flagian found possible reference to a weakness in the vampires. Not only that, I also heard Vanstrom talking about this same weakness. He implied that Seraphina found a way to take advantage of it. Seraphina? I suspect she's nothing more than a myth, a tale fabricated by the vampires to drive people to that theater of theirs. But this came from Vanstrom himself. That is a valid point, I guess. Old man Ral used to tell plenty of stories about Seraphina, and he did once tell me where she apparently lived. I suppose we have time to go and have a quick look around while the others pack everything up here. So where do we go? You find the house in Sector 4. To get there, leave the base, head north, and then head west. Go all the way to the western wall, and you'll find a broken fountain. The house is the one directly south of that fountain. It's best we travel separately, so you head out first, and I'll meet you there. Alright, if you say so, man. Okay, cool. The legend of Seraphina beating the Theater of Blood as an actual Myarditch citizen through whatever means she did it is a really interesting one. She doesn't seem related to the Myarchy, but she could be related to or involved with the vampires somehow. I don't know. It's interesting. All the essentials are packed up and ready to go. Excellent. Let the others know that we'll be leaving shortly. I don't understand. What is it, Flagian? I'm looking through these notes you found, but there's nothing here. What do you mean, nothing? As in nothing, it's just a load of rubbish. Why would Seraphina have written this? It's a trap. Oh no! He gave his blood to the door.
because she might not have been the one to write it. Curtis Jensen, what was it that Verzik said about this creature Vanstrom is using? That it can track anyone if it has a taste of their blood. When we were at Seraphina's home, we used our blood to open that door. You don't mean... Vanstrom, he used us as bait. Bertita, get the others. We need to leave now. Oh. Oh. The animation smoothing glitches make it even worse. Oh. Gross. Oh. Pelagian, look out! No, Pelagian! What's happening? Saflan! It's weakened, let's finish it off! Okay, so he can smack me relatively hard. Oh, it's a 20, goodness. The good thing you're inaccurate. Got him. Saflan, are you okay? I'll be fine, and we need to get out of here before Vanstrom and his vampires turn up. Curtis Jensen, we have an old hideout beneath Old Man Rao's house in southern Meyerditch. Meet us there. Macretus, Andace, Pelagian. How many more need die to these monsters? Are you okay, Saflan? I knew Seraphina was a lie, but I wanted so hard to believe. To believe that someone could have actually beaten those vampires. But I was naive, and people died because of it. More would have died if it were not for you. Your magic weakened that thing. We would never have been able to kill it without that. What was that magic? To be honest, I don't know. It's a power I've had as long as I can remember. I've never been able to control it, though. It only seems to come when I'm angry or threatened. How strange. And look at his eyes there. Indeed, I wish I could tell you more about it, but I don't actually remember much about the times it has happened. It's like I have these blank spots in my memory. Anyway, now is not the time to dwell on it. So what's the plan, boss? We should make our way to Berg de Rot and meet up with Valife and the others. You mean we're still leaving? What other choice do we have? I just lost some very good friends of mine. I can't walk away from that. The vampires need to pay. We all nearly died back there. I don't intend to throw away more lives away today. We are leaving. Just think for a second, though. The vampires will probably think we all died in the attack. They'll have dropped their guard. Now is the best time to retaliate. That is a good point. It is. However, in case you'd forgotten, we don't have anything to retaliate with. Seraphina was a lie, just another one of Vanstrom's little plots. We have no weapon to use against the vampires, and with Pelagian gone, that won't be changing. Actually, I think you might be wrong there. What do you mean? Pelagian managed to translate some more of the Alchemy book while you two were investigating Seraphina. We never got the chance to look over his new discoveries before the attack. However, I did recover his notes as we left. Alright. Curtis Jensen, work with Vertita and see if you can finish off Pelagian's work. Make no mistake, though. If this doesn't come to anything, then we will be leaving. I like this. You can tell this guy is not necessarily human. I like the plot point of him not knowing what he is, but he's still able to help in these dire straits and stuff. Got some chain for the legendary weapon. Attaching the emerald to the silver sickle. Beautiful. Already looks a lot better. I like the animation of climbing up and down all this stuff. Just looks like it's so hard for him. And now to become the ultimate vampire slaying beast. And now we just get it all together. Yeah. Yes. Good news, Saflan. The weapon is complete. About time we had some good news. Great work. What do we do now? Well, I wasn't convinced at first, but it turns out you were right. The vampires seem to believe we're all dead. That's not enough, though. Tell him, Kale. Rannis Draken himself has sent an open invitation to the people of Meyerditch, inviting them to Vershinza. How come? Apparently, he intends to officially announce the defeat of the Myarchy. This is quite possibly one of the best opportunities we've ever been given. Rannis Draken is brother to Lornael Draken himself, and is one of the most senior figures in vampiric society. For the first time, we have a weapon that could actually defeat him. Exactly, this is our chance to bring real hope to these people. The death of any vampire would send a strong message, but the death of Rannis Draken could change everything. You don't need to convince me. It's time to show these monsters that their days are done. Curtis Jensen, you are not a citizen of Meyerditch. You have never felt the pain that these people have, and yet you have fought for them all the same. Now I must ask you that you fight for them again. You are the most experienced among us. You have the best chance of defeating Rannis. I've come this far. I'm not about to leave now. What's our plan? Take the new weapon and head to Vershinza. Kale will meet you there. Wait until Rannis has begun his speech. That will be the best time to strike. I won't let you down. Thank you, Curtis Jensen. Meyerkey prevail. But I still don't know if I have the stats for this. I guess I can get like really full on my food, clear out some of this stuff, but it's gonna be a tricky fight, man. Oh, okay, pause. Pause. That's awesome, dude. It played me a little jingle and everything. I didn't know it was going to do that. Well, I guess I'm mining this now. Gosh. So the reason I'm stopping one of my favorite quests for this is because this is like a random event that happens pretty infrequently. In all my time playing this game, I have only seen 3 of them. And they give this Stardust stuff, which can give really good boosts for mining, wherein mining is one of the slowest skills in the game to train. So yeah, and there's usually people here to chat with. It's just awesome. So I gotta stop for a bit, you know. Okay, now I'm ready for my nearly suicidal attempt at killing this boss, Rannis Draken. Well met, Curtis Jensen. Rannis will be starting his speech soon. Are you ready? I'm ready. Very well. Good luck. Alright, so I'm gonna sip all these. I probably should have sipped them already. Citizens of Meyerditch, I stand before you today so that we may share in a moment of triumph. For years, the Meyerkey have lurked in the shadows of the city, their acts of defiance tainting the greatness that we have all achieved together. Today, that defiance finally came to an end. Today, we entered the home of the Meyerditch and eradicated their kind. Our efforts today would not have been possible without every single one of you. The blood you provide ensures that we remain ever capable of facing these threats. For that, you should all be proud. However, while today is very much a day of celebration, it should also act as a reminder. Rebellion, resistance, defiance, these are not the path to freedom, they are merely the path to death. Anyone who wishes to be free of this life should instead look to Seraphina. Follow in her footsteps, enter the theater and survive. Do this, and freedom will be yours. As good as all that sounds, I do have just a few issues with it. What is this? You stand here claiming the Meyerkey are dead, but I'm here to prove otherwise. For too long you have lorded yourself over these people. Today, that comes to an end. Today, you die. You know, over the course of my life, I have tasted more blood than you could ever imagine. The variety of flavors is incredible, and yet, there is one taste that all others pale in comparison to. You see, there's nothing sweeter than a taste of hope, and you're full of it. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that. I'm gonna be What the frick do you mean used? Oh, frick. Run away, run away, run away. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it deleted my Avandis Flail, come to think of it. That would suck. Oh. I didn't even drink the freaking strength potions. Do I want to try again just because of that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm scared. Did it just delete all that stuff? Whew. Okay, so I do get my stuff back at the cost of 20,000 coins, which, if I knew about that, I actually wouldn't have even tried this boss fight, I don't think. I might have gotten, like, at least a few hits in on him if I didn't mess up the first blood barrage, but that's okay. I was amazed that he smacked me like in the very first few seconds of the fight, dude. Still here, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I gotta say, the more I think about that fight, the more I just feel embarrassed by it, because I just got smacked so hard. I felt so unprepared. I left-clicked my strength potion wrong, and it was bad. It was bad.